Please don't take my dog, he's all I have.
I'm not here to take him.
Single Dad CEO found a little girl and her dog sleeping on trash on Christmas Eve. The truth left him stunned. Snow fell hard that Christmas Eve, covering New York's cold streets in white silence. But in the alley behind an expensive restaurant, beside piles of torn boxes and trash, a little girl was asleep, curled up on the frozen ground, clutching a shivering brown dog to her chest. Her tiny arms were wrapped around him like he was her only blanket in the world. And that's exactly how Daniel Carter, a billionaire CEO known for firing people without blinking, found her. He'd just left a charity gala where he donated $500,000, yet he couldn't even look at himself in the mirror. Money couldn't bring back his son Adam, who died 3 Christmases ago, and no amount of wealth could fill the silence waiting for him in his penthouse. "Sir," his driver said quietly, slowing the car, "you should see this. Before we begin, don't forget to hit like, repost, or share, and subscribe. And I'm really curious, where are you watching from? Drop your country in the comments. I love seeing how far our stories travel." Back to the story. Daniel looked out the tinted window and froze. There, between the dumpsters, a little girl no older than 7 was asleep on trash, her small hand tangled in the fur of her dog, who was shaking uncontrollably from the cold. For a second, Daniel just stared. Then something in him, something long dead, twitched awake. "Stop the car," he ordered. He stepped out, snow crunching beneath his shoes, his breath turning white in the freezing air. The girl stirred and looked up at him, terrified. Her lips were purple, her face pale, but she whispered, "Please don't take my dog. He's all I have." Daniel knelt, his throat tightening. "I'm not here to take him," he said softly. "I'm here to help." Her name was Lily. The dog was Max. They'd been on the streets for 2 weeks, ever since her mother went to sleep at the hospital and didn't wake up. She didn't cry when she said it. She just hugged Max tighter, like that was all she had left of her world. Daniel gave her his coat and carried her to the car. Max whimpered, refusing to be left behind. So Daniel said, "He comes too." At home, he wrapped her in blankets, made her hot chocolate, and let her sleep by the fireplace with Max at her side. He didn't touch his laptop that night. He didn't answer any calls. He just sat there, watching her breathe. When morning came, she woke up smiling at the smell of pancakes. Daniel hadn't cooked in years. He burned the first batch, and Lily giggled.
You're worse than Mama.
For the first time in forever, Daniel laughed. A real, raw laugh that cracked something open inside him. Later, when she saw a photo of his late wife and son on the fireplace, she went quiet. "That's your family?" she asked. Daniel nodded, pain flickering in his eyes. Yes, they were. Lily took his hand gently. "Maybe that's why God sent me and Max, to make you smile again." Her words pierced him deeper than she could ever know. That night, Daniel couldn't sleep. Something told him to find out who her mother was. So he called his assistant, and hours later, the truth came. Her mother's name was Emma Harper, one of his former employees. She'd been a single mom working overtime until the day Daniel's company laid her off during cost cuts. His signature was on the termination letter. Daniel's world spun. His success had destroyed a woman's life and left her daughter sleeping in garbage. He stared at Lily by the fire, sleeping peacefully beside her dog, and his heart broke. The man who once believed success meant winning now realized it meant nothing if it left a child like her out in the cold. The next morning, he made his decision. "Lily," he said softly, kneeling beside her, "you're not going back out there, ever. You and Max, you're home now." Her eyes widened. "You mean
You want us to stay? He smiled through tears. I don't want you to stay. I need you to stay. She threw her arms around his neck. Max barked, wagging his tail wildly. And for the first time in years, Daniel felt something he thought he'd lost forever: peace. In the years that followed, Daniel Carter became known as the CEO who built shelters for homeless families and rescue homes for abandoned pets. But when people asked him what inspired it all, he always said the same thing. It started the night I found a little girl and her dog sleeping on trash. They didn't need my money. They needed my heart. Because sometimes the richest man in the world is the one who finally learns what it means to give love and receive it back. This story touched millions of hearts. If it touched yours, let us know with a like, comment your favorite animal, and subscribe or follow for more amazing stories like this.